Hello fire signs, Aries, Leo, Sag. Now this is going to be a quick Celtic cross for the fire signs, and I'm going to do a quick energy check-in because I'm recording the day after Valentine's Day. Now the 15th is supposedly one of the most romantic days of the year, right? This is when Venus and Neptune are conjuncting in Pisces. This energy will be felt for a little while, I would say at least a week. And we have the sun entering Pisces, which again is a very dreamy romantic energy. So I thought I'll do a quick love-based, love-themed Celtic cross, a modified Celtic cross, and see what we have. Alright, please remember that these readings are general and they may or may not resonate for all of you. Just take the bits that are resonating with you and leave the rest behind for somebody else. Alrighty, let's see. In the heart of your reading, we have the Eight of Cups. There's a need to walk away from something, or maybe it's already done. Maybe you already have walked away from something. What is in your subconscious? The Three of Wands. You're planning something. There is something on the horizon that has caught your eye. What's in the recent past? The Star. You had a wish. Big Aquarius energy. You were wishing on a star. I will be clarifying, but I just want to get a quick overview first. It's almost like you had your eye on something in the past. The energy now is a little diluted, but you're still looking to the horizon, waiting for something to come in. What's in your conscious focus? Two eights. The Eight of Pentacles. Some of you are just focusing on work, which is why this energy has diluted. Now I am pulling for love. Right, so I feel like whether you realize it or you don't realize it, some of you consciously are telling yourselves that, okay, yeah, I've walked away from this. But subconsciously, I don't think you have. I just saw the King of Swords. All right, let's see what's in the immediate future. The Five of Cups. I'm getting preemptive sadness. I feel like some of you have just decided that you're not going to focus on this because it's just going to make you sad. I'm guessing this is a relationship, a person. How are you showing up to this reading? The Sun. Ooh, two cards, beautiful. The Four of Swords and the Sun. You're healing, which is why you're scared. Because healing is difficult. Am I right? Physical, mental, emotional, spiritual healing is difficult. And I feel like you're just focusing on yourself. You're focusing on what brings you joy. And this is the energy you want to stay away from. But subconsciously, I'm getting a completely different story. This is one of the most important cards in your reading. The Three of Wands. We have Judgment at the bottom of the deck with the Six of Wands. Yeah, some of you're telling me and you're telling yourselves that I'm focusing on me. I don't want anything. I think you do. All right, let's see. External influence. This could represent the person you are thinking about or were dealing with or are dealing with currently. The Ten of Pentacles. This is a whole lot of fulfillment that this person is thinking about when it comes to you, right? This is a happily ever after. It's a legacy of love. It's a happy family. It's a happy home. All right, hopes and fears. I'm keeping these very quick. Three of Swords. Yeah, I mean, you can't make this up. You are fearing heartbreak again. Plain and simple. And I feel like, you know, sometimes when we sit in this place of fear and lack, we start manifesting it unconsciously. So I'm not saying, I'm not trying to preach fake optimism here, but I'm here to tell you that once you change your thoughts, you change your reality. All right. Let's see what is the potential outcome. The King of Swords. I knew this guy wanted to show up. Air energy. I hope you can see all the cards. Let me push them down a bit. Now, this could be a Gemini, Libra, or an Aquarius that you're dealing with. Doesn't have to be, but it could just be somebody who is very logical. Somebody who is very factual, and this could very well be a conversation. Some kind of truth that wants to come to light. We have the Emperor at the bottom of the deck. So if you're an Aries, this is a confirmation. Then we have the Knight of Cups and the King of Cups with the Knight of Pentacles. There's a lot of people here with the Ten of Wands, Six of Wands. Some of you may be literally dealing with multiple people. If not, I feel like the person you're dealing with I'm not saying they have a multiple personality disorder, but I am saying that their personality changes very quickly based on the circumstance, right? It could be like 1 minute they're loving and romantic, and the other minute they just ghost you. I don't think that has anything to do with you, right? It just has to do with their conditioning. But let's get back to the spread. Now with the 8 of Cups, let me clarify this. What is this that you are supposedly walking away from? The 9 of Pentacles. You're walking away from commitment. And with the 9 of Pentacles, some of you may just be single right now and loving it. We have the 9 and the 8 of Pentacles, which talks about abundance and fortitude. So, I need to get the door. Pardon me. Right, where were we? Now, you are focusing on your money, right? And you're looking really good doing it. Even if it's not your career, I feel like this inward focus, some of you may be working out, some of you may be meditating more. There's a whole lot of self-love that I'm seeing. And this separation or this heartbreak has done you really, really good. And I feel like people around you, especially this person, can see that. You know, you haven't let yourself go. You've been working on yourself. You haven't let this destroy you. So if this temporary time out has made you, well, shine and have a little bit of a glow up for yourself, that's a win-win. That's too many cards. Why is the 3 of Wands here in your subconscious? Judgment. I'm telling you. This is the second time the Judgment card has shown up. I mean, you are in your head about it with the 8 of Swords, but a part of you wants this to come back to fruition. Revelation and awakening, and some of you may really need to pay attention to your dreams. Your higher self may be trying to communicate with you, and if not your higher self, maybe the higher self of the person you're dealing with. This could be a highly spiritual connection, right? Keep a dream journal. If you are in no contact, it's possible you could be communicating through your dreams. But let's see, what is in the recent past? Why is the Star here? The 4 of Swords again. I feel like this wish, this was a wish for something peaceful. This was a wish for something that you didn't have to constantly heal from. Some of you may have reconciled with this person, right? That wish may have come true. And some of you may have realized that you're just repeating patterns over and over and over again. You're going from the 3 of Swords to the 4 of Swords, to the 3 of Swords to the 4 of Swords, from pain to healing, from pain to healing. You know, and you're almost telling yourselves, when is this going to stop? Why is the 8 of Pentacles here in your conscious focus? Oop, 2 cards. I'm not going to take them. I'm trying to keep these crisp. All right, we have the 8 of Wands. Wow, 888. You may be seeing 888 a lot. We have alignment in progress. Some of you may be traveling. You may be traveling for work. If not, there could be someone traveling towards you to work on this, right? You can see it both ways. But either way, I see progress. And the word alignment is very, very important here. You see that rainbow. So rainbows usually show up after storms. Right? The sky is clearing for something to be worked upon. Where you felt like you weren't on the same frequency, I feel like that is changing. Why is the 5 of Cups here? The Hanged Man. Transition and sacrifice. Again, for me, I'm getting 2 things. 1, this is preemptive. You may feel like you'll have to sacrifice a part of yourself too if this is supposed to come back together, right? You won't be able to be your authentic self, and that makes you sad because you're showing up as the sun. You're showing up as radiant. So why should you have to hide yourself, right? The second thing I'm getting is compromise. Certain things that made you sad, I'm not saying they need to be brushed under the rug. I am saying that maybe the checklist that you have in mind when it comes to this particular person, the expectations you have need to be lowered just a little bit, because I feel like you're very different from each other. And if there's a cross watcher watching, I feel like you guys need to pretty much do the same. For this to smoothly transition into this 10 of Pentacles energy, there has to be some sort of sacrifice. And compromise is the most important factor in a healthy relationship, because no two people are exactly the same, you know. So in order to avoid this sadness with this Five of Cups, I feel like both partners need to let something go. I see it happening. All right, how are you showing up to this reading? With the Sun and the Four of Swords, let's clarify. The Two of Pentacles, fluctuation and adaptability. I feel like you're still working on yourself, right? There's still a lot that has not been tapped into. We have the Ace of Cups at the bottom. How beautiful, with the Three of Cups. I feel like most importantly right now, you guys need to pour into yourselves, right? That sun right now needs to shine only for you. I forgot to mention with the sun, that's Leo energy. So if you're watching, if you're a Leo watching, this is a confirmation. But you may have too much on your plate, way too much on your plate right now to focus on love. At least that's what you're telling yourselves, right? Sometimes we start compartmentalizing and we start telling ourselves that we only have energy for such and such, right? But multitasking, especially when it comes to living a holistic life, is very important. So yes, of course, you need to heal, you need to pour love into yourself, but don't bring in distractions when they are not required. Let's see the Ten of Pentacles, this person that you are dealing with, the High Priestess. I did say that this is a spiritual connection, and I feel like this person feels it too. With the High Priestess, there could be a little bit of silence right now, but that silence is not in vain. We have illumination and knowledge. So I feel like there's a deep dive that this person is doing into their own psyches, trying to understand why things happened the way they happened. And that is leading to this transition, to this sacrifice. The High Priestess and the Hanged Man are both very quiet energies, but they're not quiet for naught. There's a lot of work that they're doing, both these archetypes, behind the surface, behind the scenes. So there's a realization, there's an illumination coming within this person regarding this connection that they want to build. Three of Swords, in your hopes and fears. The Emperor again. Yeah, you know what I said earlier about sacrificing yourself, about sacrificing a part of yourself. I'm getting that again. With the Emperor showing up twice, you are standing in your power, regardless of your sign. I understand that you've realized your self-worth through this process, right? And I celebrate you for it. Sometimes when we're going through this journey, now I'm a very honest reader, all right? You may hate me for this. Sometimes that self-worth can turn into ego, right? It can turn into a whole lot of pride. That's not something we want to bring into a romantic relationship. I'm not saying this has to be self-sacrificial. I'm not saying you don't need to have your self-worth and self-esteem in place. By no means, right? I'm not even talking about unconditional love. But I am talking about lowering your guard just a little bit, right? I feel like both these cards together are giving me Nine of Wands, Seven of Wands energy. Like you have a wall up. If you let yourself soften, it doesn't mean you are giving your power away. Okay? We have the Devil at the bottom of the deck with the Three of Swords. Upheaval and release. Something needs to be released right here with the Hermit and the World. I feel like, and the Ace of Wands, something needs to be released right here, which is why we have this card of walking away. I feel like the pattern and the trajectory that this relationship was following was not healthy. And that needs to be released before you can start afresh. This isn't about starting and picking up from where you left off. This is about starting a brand new chapter, right? Leaving all the pain in the past, but carrying the lessons with you so you don't repeat them. Why is the King of Swords here as the potential outcome? The Two of Swords, indecision and avoidance. Now listen, this is a reading just for the rest of February, which is barely, not even 2 weeks, right? I don't see you making any decisions just yet. We have the Two of Pentacles and the Two of Swords. I feel like you and this person, you're both avoiding this conversation because there's a whole lot that happened here. I am going to get one more card just to see. We have fortitude, strength, Leo energy again. You guys need to be brave. That's what I'm getting here. There's a need to be brave in this situation. The Four of Pentacles. Currently, you're both holding back. You're conserving your energy. And you're telling yourselves that that's the practical thing to do, because every time you get together, you land up in Three of Swords. The reason this indecision is here, it's because I see that you are doing the work on yourself, right? This person is as well, but they're not on the same level as you just yet. So there is this need to gather the strength, to gather the courage before that conversation can happen. I do see you moving towards it, most definitely, with the Eight of Wands. So hang in there, all right? Hang in there. Let's not rush this. I know you want this. I know you want it to happen. You did in the past and you do now. And I feel like this person wants this as well. But there's a need to be patient so you both can be on the same level before you come together again. Otherwise, you're just going to repeat the past, right? We don't want that. All right, that was it. Short and sweet. At least I hope it was short. I hope this helped you guys. I will see you in the next one. Bye-bye.